And if you have no confidence and you don't know what to say, and your belief of what to say is, I gotta be romantic, women don't want sex, women want the nice guy. That person learns what to say, he gets a little bit of a better result. But you will never get to this level unless you also start working on your confidence too, because at a certain point, what you say also needs to be congruent to who you are.
I got love for the game. Bring it back to the golden age where the fresh beats knocked down. Whatever happened to real hip hop? Love for the game.
Well, we're already recording. We're recording here, so we're good to go.
All right, let's
let's cheers it up, bro.
Hey.
Cheers. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, I appreciate you having me here. Hey.
Thank you for coming into my studio.
Well, welcome to my house, aka your studio, but hey, welcome home.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
Dude, I love being in Kansas. We had to throw up the fucking Chiefs right behind us just for the decoration, bro.
Yeah, too bad we don't have the Patty Mahomes jersey up there, but...
Yeah. I would say usually I don't want to give free brand deals to Coors, but I don't know if we're on that level to where I need to worry about that so much quite yet.
No, dude. Pat's on it, we're on it.
Is Pat Mahomes on here?
Oh, dude, no, he's on everything, right?
Yeah. Well, in Kansas, he's on everything. But in Arizona, you're a bandwagon fan if you cheer for Patrick Mahomes.
Jesus Christ, here we go. Anyway, Patty Mahomes in Arizona. What else we got to talk about besides that?
I was kind of hoping that we could talk about the president, maybe Donald Trump getting reelected, but we don't even know what's going on with that at this point.
I mean, hell, what is today?
Friday.
Friday. So election was on Tuesday. Still hasn't been called?
I don't think so, man.
Why is that? Why is that?
Well, I don't know. But all I do know is that, Missouri, Arizona, what other states legalize marijuana now?
I know. Well, did you hear? Oregon decriminalized methane, crack, shrooms.
Yeah.
Abby lives up there. We go hang out with my sister and just do some shrooms real quick on the weekend.
We can just do some shrooms tonight. Fuck it on the podcast.
While we're here, speaking of, I did roll us up something. I wanted to congratulate you coming here.
This is how we really cheers.
We rolled up a little something for PJ.
And now it's like okay
it's legal.
for her to do
it's
it.
Legal.
Yeah, it's legal.
We are on the Missouri side.
Yeah. I
do have a medical card, as do you.
In Arizona.
In Arizona.
Where it's now also legal. So that's welcome to my life.
Come on in, man.
Yeah. I told you this, but I didn't tell anybody who may or may not be watching the Kansas podcast in Bobby Hauver's living room right now that I have not smoked all day, which is rare for me because I was saving it up. Because, I'm sure you can relate, but when you first smoke for the day, there's nothing that beats that high.
Not a chance, dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you don't focus. There's sometimes when you just get so used to it, it's just like, you gotta get it.
I gotta say, this is a fat and tight blunt. I've never had one that's gonna burn this nicely.
Enjoy,
Let's be honest.
And like I said, put it out when you want. We can.
You ever go to dispensaries?
Yes, I have. I've dabbled.
You dabbled?
I've dabbled a few times.
I feel like they don't sell pre-rolled blunts. They sell pre-rolled joints.
They don't.
And the joints aren't even rolled that nicely, let's be real, most of the time.
They're usually rolled too tight. You can't smoke them.
Or not tight enough.
Run. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. I've always wanted to be...
Tell us about what you have been dying to get across to the internet about weed right now.
Well, everybody knows I roll the best blunts this side of Mississippi.
Okay.
It's no love lost. I'm the best. And so I've always wanted to actually get my own pre-rolls in dispensaries. But I think here's the problem, though, is people don't really like people licking their blunts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In a joint, you don't have to lick it. You can get cones and stuff them, and that's how you pre-roll. So that's where you come across the problem.
Cones are lifesavers, I would say.
Well, yeah, it's for the people that don't know how to roll.
Yeah.
It's for the newbies.
Yeah.
Like you.
Win or lose with Donald Trump or Joe Biden, we're going to blaze it up regardless, especially on a Friday night.
Correct.
Did you ever think 4 or 5 years ago when I lived in Kansas still and I was hardcore against smoking weed that you will be smoking weed on my podcast one day, and we're just smoking blunts?
Not a chance. Not a chance. I remember the first time I even asked you, you were like, it was like, oh no, it was like, get away. And I'm like, okay.
That's why you wanted to be able to see the camera so you can make gang signs to the fucking internet.
And I was like, come on, dude. You're acting like my mom right now. Like, okay, I get it. We're all raised. Drugs are bad, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. But weed is not drugs. And so the first time I remember when you did it was in my basement, and you got high. I mean, this dude couldn't make sounds. So you were just...
I was miming.
Yeah, for real, bro. You
stuck inside of a box.
Sign language into me how high you were. And ever since, look at you now. You're flourishing.
Look at me now.
And you're still running your own company. You're working as hard as anybody else's I've ever seen work.
I would say my company is better because of the creativity that I get when I'm kind of just changing my mindset with the marijuana as I'm winding down at night. Because as a business owner, you're just solving problems and putting out fires all day.
Constantly.
Most of the time.
Constantly.
And a lot of times these problems take outside the box thinking. Well, if I'm in the same mindset that I've been in for 28 years before I started smoking weed, the moment I start smoking weed and I'm not just getting stoned, but I'm actually just 1 or 2 hits, getting used to it, getting my tolerance up.
Yep.
My mind starts racing in ways that I'm not used to. I immediately start thinking outside the box, which is why I like it. And I started using it as a tool. And obviously, like anything that brings people pleasure, Facebook, social media, it can be overused. But you drink enough water, you'll die too. You know?
Is that true?
They say it is.
It's called drowning. I was being sarcastic. It's called drowning, dude. Yeah. It is true. You're right. It's called drowning.
You drown in water.
You know.
You inhale that shit, you will definitely die.
But what I was about to say, like, I mean, you talk about stepping outside the box, which is very difficult for a lot of people.
Drop some wisdom on us, Bob.
Well, my thing is the problem I have is who's making the box for you, and it's typically your parents or where you're raised. So that's the neighborhood, it's the area, the state, country, wherever. So the problem is that, and it kind of reflects on what you teach the people you talk to all of yours. It's stepping outside of your comfort zone, aka the box. So I mean, we're all taught, stay inside the box. This is what you're supposed to do. Go to school, brush your teeth, make your bed. I mean, it's all the rules here everybody's taught. I mean, and they're all right.
Stand
to
up,
some extent.
Honor your country. Brainwash yourself by saying the Pledge of Allegiance every morning.
To some extent, all of those rules have some merit, But it's also the brightest people, the most successful people that break away from those boxes. Step away from people like, hey, don't do this. Oh, yeah? Well, watch me do this and watch me fly.
Yeah.
And that's what you're teaching. It's like, okay, people tell you don't do this, or someone tells you no. Okay, well, what do you do from that? How do you bounce back? Fuck your box, get out, get uncomfortable, and get better.
Yeah. I think this is actually, I thought about this at the gym because, you don't thrive off of getting attention off of social media, right? But this is the box I live in these days, right? Is all online. And I was thinking to myself, I would not be anywhere close to even the person I am today had I not gotten out of the box of Kansas.
No. Or you're a great example. You went to Arizona, which was getting out of the box.
Yeah.
But you went to Arizona because you were super smart and you got accepted into dental school. Because that was what you were supposed to. You got to go to college. You got to get this great profession that's going to pay you triple digits. Don't get me wrong. You were going to be well off if you went and end up being a dentist. Yeah. I got cousins that's dentists. He's having a great time. He's chilling. I think he works only every Thursday. He shows up to office every Thursday now. Dude's lit. But you realize that's not what you want to do. It didn't make you happy. And I remember the day you called me and were like, dude, I'm dropping out of dental school and I'm going to start something else. This isn't what I want to do. I'm going to follow what I want to do.
We're just picking up chicks.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it doesn't matter what it is, but it's like, making that call to your mom can't be easy. It's like making that call back home. It's like, hey, I'm not going to do what you thought I was going to do your whole life, but here I'm now going to do what I want to do. Because this is what I want to do. It's not, and I mean, my mom told it to me when I was younger and I wish I would have followed. She's like, college isn't for everybody. You don't have to go to college to be successful anymore. The world's bigger than that. It's just the box everybody tries to put on us. And that's what you're telling me. People, get outside your comfort zone. Do something that you want to do because you want to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be better at it.
Yeah.
Because you believe in that shit.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that, I would say I grew up fast when I dropped out of dental school. Because I had to. It was like, you're going to sink or you're going to swim. Something's going to happen. Or you're going to be homeless, right? And, yeah, I mean, I still have tension in my family because of that.
I bet.
Yeah. Well, I see my mom. She has to, like, take care of me. So I think she's over it at this point, especially now that she sees that I've actually come out the other side, probably making more than a dentist makes.
Yeah.
Right? But the other half of my family, I don't talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck them. You know? I messaged them on Facebook. They didn't respond.
They don't respond.
One of them, extended family on that side of the family, left a bunch of hate shit on my fucking Instagram. Like, your father would be rolling in his grave. I was like, bitch, you have no business talking about my father. Block. You know?
They're not even... Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I don't know if your followers know... I mean, I've known PJ his whole life, and I mean, all right, I mean...
See, that's another thing. I reinvented myself. I was PJ here. I'm Patrick James in Arizona.
I call PJ. I'm sorry. I apologize. It is Patrick, but that's my boy PJ. I mean, it's my boy.
Smoking this.
His dad. I know his dad. His dad would be the furthest thing. Your dad would be the furthest thing from...
100%.
Furthest thing.
He would be the one person who sees my point of view.
He would be so far from disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck those people, bro. And I mean, that's why, like... This is the first podcast I've ever done, and
me too.
And it was like, oh really?
Nah.
And so like when you asked me, I was like, let's do it. I was like, fuck it. We talked about it. I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't care if anybody wants to listen or not. It's like, fuck those people, dude. And then that's it. But everybody's so wrapped up in what everybody thinks. It's like you said, the social media. It's so easy because once you get all the likes, now you get wrapped up in everybody's thoughts on you. So once you get into that social media mind frame, it's like, okay, now I have to do something constantly that people approve of, because if they don't approve, now I feel bad about myself. If I'm not getting outside approval, now I'm not good enough. And that's the problem. It's like, no, hold on. That's never been the case. It's just now because of the internet and with a few of these, and we talked about it before, all these companies that have, the 3 or 4 companies that have all this control, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Everybody wants likes, and they edit and they fucking do all these things and the pictures, and they're not real. I don't know. I don't know how you keep up. I can't keep up.
Dude,
I'm old. I'm old balls. I can't keep up, man. I got like 200 followers on Instagram. Like, I'm no one famous. I'm out here posting pictures of my dog and my daughter. Like, I'm whack.
So you're basically 90% of the people on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
It's the 10% who are posting every day, making a lot of noise that everybody pays attention to.
But they also make a lot of money. So you can't blame them at the same time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line?
I think I'm honestly scared about this. Like, there's very few times where I've been like, whoa, this is going to change the fucking world for probably not the best, right? Because, like, you know, people are afraid of, 2012, the world's going to end. Fuck that shit. Aliens are here. Man, okay, whatever. Fuck that shit. Right? Corona, pandemic. I'm like, we got scientists.
Oh, yeah, everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to die. How many people died?
Yeah.
90,000?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Even less
That's
than
wrong. 200,000.
Yeah.
200,000. Maybe 300,000 by the end of the year. Not 300 million or 3 million that they were saying. Like,
yeah.
Man, and that's another thing. It's so... I'm not trying to brag, but I own a small company. I own a small business just like you, but I also depend on other businesses being open. So I service and take care of gyms. Well, gyms haven't been open. Well, now they open, but now everybody's scared to go in because they're going to get COVID. Man, Everyone's gonna get fucking flu too. Should we wear a mask? Should we have been wearing masks the last 20 years for flu? Yeah. More people die from flu. Why is nobody wearing masks?
True.
It's just as contagious.
I don't think there's ever been a time in history of the world where there's been this much government control on what people can and can't do. Think about it. People always used to worry about leprosy and shit. In the Bible, there were lepers everywhere, right? Everywhere. But they didn't quarantine motherfuckers just to keep people from getting XYZ disease.
They couldn't.
There's never been a point in time like today where you are not allowed to hang out with more than 6 people, or else your next door neighbor's gonna rat on you.
That's true. But the bigger issue is the government telling you that you can't work. People aren't making money. People can't feed their families because you aren't allowed to work. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck hanging out with 6 people. I don't care. People need to feed their family. You know, that's why abuse is up. Suicide's up. People aren't taking care of their just daily necessities because the government has shut down and says, you cannot go to work. It's not safe. Well, hold on. Isn't this America still?
Yeah.
You're going to tell me what I can and can't do? You're going to stop me from working? Yeah. That's where I've got the problem. It's not, I get it. People are sick. Well, if you're sick, you stay inside. And the people that
don't go to work like normal.
If you're high risk, you're old, or you have underlying issues, you stay home and you protect yourself.
Yeah.
The other people still need to go out and live. They can't just coop themselves up in a house all day. I mean,
now that we think about it from a logical perspective, I would almost say that the government should basically have no right to tell us anything other than there's a pandemic. We hope you use our regulations.
Give us as much information as they
Stay
have.
open if you can.
Correct. Follow the regulations. Yeah. You know, a certain amount of people in it, that's fine. But you still need to be able to keep your business open.
Yeah.
Like it's...
So even, I think I'm thinking long term, because I'm thinking online businesses, if you had an online business set up before the quarantine, you are good.
You're
right?
Perfect.
Because everybody's consuming content online, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we don't have the physical locations to worry about. We don't have that type of stuff. I don't have a storefront. So technically I was lucky in this situation.
Correct.
Right? But I'm worried about the long-term trickle-down effects. Because who's buying from me? It's the people who don't have a lot of online businesses, most of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not able to make money. Yep. They're not able to work.
Yep.
You think that there's the internet, the society won't come to a stop if you shut down businesses. People can't work, then they're not consuming stuff online either. And then what's going to happen to all the online businesses? Nobody's buying shit. What happens to the government? You just going to come and steal our shit that we have left?
Man,
you know?
I mean, it's tough because here's the thing.
The economy stops.
There's quotes that people are like, well, when are we going to know it's over? They're like, oh, after the election. After the election.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you've heard it. So, and that's also scary. And so if this was such a fucking political use thing, I'm going to be pissed because I'm out thousands of dollars and I'm like hurting because if it turns out to just be a political thing and it's like the fucking flu and this was for political gain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just another thing why everybody voted for Trump in 2016. Don't get me wrong. I didn't vote for him in 2020. And I'll fucking go to God right now and say I didn't. Because I didn't vote. But that's why everybody voted in 2016. Because we're sick and tired of the politicians just straight lying. They're all the same. Blue or red. Yeah. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We were saying this last night. I feel like neither the president or Joe Biden said anything in any of the debates. There was talking, but what did they say? I don't fucking know. Said,
because of COVID, nobody ever got to hear any of their fucking politics. What they wanted to do, where they stood, what they were going to do to be different than the other one.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fucking bashing back and forth, and that's what we've come to, and it's ridiculous. And that's what, everybody does. If you can't have a conversation in today's world, if you have a different viewpoint from somebody else, you're automatically wrong. You're automatically wrong. And that's wrong. And that's where I feel like where do we put the brakes on that? Because it's only gotten worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are getting censored just for having a different viewpoint. They're not causing danger or fear to somebody's life. They just are talking different.
Yeah. They have a different opinion than you.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to think like Jan and Joe and Bob and Sue and that's what makes America great. Everybody's allowed to be different.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy because like going back on the whole just social media controlling everything, controlling elections indirectly or directly.
Yep.
It's like, where do you draw the line, like you said earlier? Because one person's getting censored for talking. At first, you couldn't even say anything about COVID or your video would get demonetized and deleted. Now it's okay. You talk about Hunter Biden's laptop, you get censored, right? But then flat Earth theory is getting suggested everywhere. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like, oh, we'll let these lunatics say whatever the fuck they want because it doesn't matter to our agenda.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, like you said. I mean, with the mainstream news, my deal is, and that's fine. I mean, that's been there and it's always been around. Okay, now it's just getting almost fucking black and blue. People are just straight out lying or just deceiving the public because they report on what they want, and that's not true journalism. And so that's a problem, A. But it's always been that way. And that's what I've tried to tell people, red or blue, the people in power, it's all about money. And it's always going to be there. The people supporting either side, the people that are rich are always going to win. They're the ones in true power. Until we get a different democratic system where there's a third party or a fourth party where we can actually have a discussion where it's not just this side to side, it's never going to change. We're going to be in this ugly fucking barrel that just keeps on rolling down the hill. That's all it is. And people, that's what I just tell people, and they're like, whoa, like, yeah. I'm like,
well, the only reason they do that is because you ain't got no followers yet. After
I
this
like
podcast,
that. Hey, I like that you said, hey, I'm young. I'm only 30. I don't know how old I am.
Hey,
age is just a number, right?
Yeah.
Who started the number age?
You know, this is also what's crazy is like, it's almost like...
says who? What's time? Is it who started time? Because that's manufactured to make people work for somebody. I mean, if you want to get stupid fucking dumb about like how people started, like that's honestly to put more restraints on people is time. Just say, oh no, it's 8 o'clock. You have to be at work right now.
Yeah.
Who's the fuck said it's 8 o'clock? No, I'm just living.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here with my family and I'm trying to live and be happy. That's what comes down to every human being. I don't know how some people get fucking sick and twisted and fucking kill people. I don't know what happens in their mind, but the majority of human
telling me
beings,
you've never been so angry you're like, I could kill this person.
100%. But you think I've ever killed somebody?
Exactly.
I'm not crazy. Everybody goes through emotions. I'd be fucking dumb to say, no, I've never felt that. Everybody goes through emotions.
Yeah.
And that's what people forget. We are all the same. We all go through the same shit. We feel the same pain. We feel the same emotion. Like, yes, everybody wants the best for each other. The people that don't, that's what I'm saying. They got something wrong. That's not normal people.
Yeah.
The people that are racist, the people that hate, that's not a normal person. They've been fucking taught wrong.
Yeah. They've been taught wrong.
They've been taught wrong.
But here's the crazy part. In their perspective, they think they're right. And
how do you fix that?
Well, again, I even realized that, and here's what I think it is. It's just human nature at the end of the day.
100%. There's so many people.
We're constantly trying to put our definition of what is right and wrong on the world around us.
And everybody is. Yeah. Not you, not me, everybody. Everybody's trying to say what's right and wrong.
And it's worse when you get in a group because the minority is afraid to speak up.
Correct.
You know, and so then they comply.
Yep. And then it just gets built. It's like a snowball effect.
But this is human nature.
100%.
I think social media literally ties. I think social media amplifies human nature to the two extremes.
To its worst.
Yeah.
To its worst.
Yeah.
Because everybody sees and retweets the bad shit.
The bad shit.
You don't retweet because
Bobby ate lunch today. Nobody retweeting that.
No, dude. You can ask anybody. You'll find me late at night just watching fights, street fights. I don't know why. It
because
just
you got that
entertains me.
rage.
It's
You
like,
got that
no.
alpha male rage, the
No.
BDE, the
I mean,
Bob Dick energy.
I do got that Bob Dick energy. I thought you were gonna say that big, but you're right. You're right with that Bob, bro. That makes more sense. Peach.
You can use that one.
Oh, Peach, thanks, bro.
Open mic night.
All right.
Just go and crack that one and see what happens.
Trademarked it, bro. Just done.
The Bob Dick energy.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, everybody loves to see the car wreck. Why do you think there's a fucking slowdown on the opposite side of the highway when there's not even a wreck on that
100%.
side? Because everybody wants to see a wreck.
Everybody wants to see it.
Everybody.
And that's the only thing that gets attention on social media.
And that's America.
Where we're going.
And that's America in a nutshell. Everybody wants to see the bad interactions. Everybody wants to see what's going to happen because, I mean, when you grow up, you see the movies, and I kind of feel, like I said, I've got a little girl, and I show her movies, and I kind of I let some things slide that she probably shouldn't see, but it's like, we were growing up and we see people die on TV, but then it like slowly escalates, and now they're allowed to show ass, and then they're allowed to say kind of cuss words on cable television. You know, I mean, we're just kind of conditioned.
You just can't say fag.
We just, because fuck,
I said it.
You can't say cunt either. Oh, she's acting like a big old cunty. Fuck, you go over to England, they say cunt every other word. I love watching some movies. They're like, oh, this fucking cunty little bitch. Oh, this fucking cunty little asshole. Every other fucking sentence.
Donald Trump doesn't say cunt. He says Rosie O'Donnell.
You know, man. And then, I mean, okay. Obviously, the fucking president of the United States shouldn't be fucking using that language. He's a dumbass for that shit. Idiot. Like, nobody's gonna want to follow you. I don't want Millie talking like Donald Trump at all.
You telling me you never grabbed a girl by the pussy?
Not a chance. Until she said, grab me by the pussy.
Oh, is that what he was talking about? Was I just walk up to him on the street and grab him by the pussy?
I think so.
Name one chick that's happened to. I want her to come forward right now.
A lot. I bet you there's a lot of women in the world that some dudes walked up
Donald
to them.
Trump, though?
Maybe. I mean,
I feel like he was just locker room talking.
I mean, well, that's what everybody says. Yeah. I mean, now you're quoting exactly what they said.
But you think about it, it was because he had his mic still on but he was back in his like fucking
PJ,
room.
you're talking to me. I'm the first guy that knows locker room talk.
Yeah.
I'll fucking talk some fucking nasty shit. But I'll never say like, oh yeah, walk over and just grab that bitch by the pussy. I mean, that doesn't even enter my mind. Like, that's just a weird.
He did not say bitch.
That's just a weird. That's just a weird.
Donald
statement.
Trump's more classy than to call her a bitch too.
Bro, that's just a weird.
He's got to grab her by the pussy. He can't also be calling her a bitch.
Well, that's just a weird statement, man. Like, what? Who says that?
The fucking president, bro.
He's not anymore.
Yeah. Well, here's. I just have respect for a man who says, I don't give a fuck. I just want to make a lot of money, grab bitches by the pussy, and become leader of the free world. And the man's done it, you know, from just a mano respect. Whether you agree with him or not, you got to go, this man's winning. This man is winning the game of life.
I mean, I guess.
If in his head the game is status, money, power.
If you want to be the president,
yeah,
then I guess he wins. Me, myself, winning is not being the president.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now.
Everybody's definition of winning is different, right?
Okay, so what's yours?
I don't know if I'd want to be president.
Okay.
That's too much work, bro.
Well, is it? Because it didn't seem like he did that much work. He was golfing like 87% of the time.
Is that what he was doing?
Which that's what I would have done.
Yeah, that's what you do every day anyways.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, right now I got no job because of COVID.
Well, in that case, he's living the life because he gets the status, money, power, and he just does what he was going to do anyways, right?
I guess so, man. So it was all a game. Which is bad.
I'm saying if in his head the game of life is status, money, power, then he won it. Other than the second election. But that's a different story.
Yeah, he didn't win that shit, so...
Yeah. He's the first president in my lifetime who hasn't been double elected.
Alright. Well.
But is it technically over yet at this point that we're talking right now?
Oh, it's over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
it's over. He's gonna push it, and it's gonna just be a waste of time, and there's just gonna be a lot of
because by the time the court cases end, Biden will be. It'll be like, dude, just let him have it at this point.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's over. I mean, everybody wants to scream fraud. I mean, but like I told Kara, I was like, I'm glad Biden won, man. Honestly, because
it seems like you tell a lot of people a lot of things.
But if for some reason, if Trump would have found a way to win, I was honestly scared for the world, because the left was gonna fucking go nuts.
Yeah,
they were gonna burn down the fucking world.
Well, and technically, be problem. Antifa.
Yeah,
that's how the newspapers would call it.
But the problem is if they look at everybody who voted, and then you look at where all of the raids and all of the protests and all of the riots were in cities that all voted blue. So they were raiding and rioting.
Yo, you pointed out a key
cities.
Thing. Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. So they're rioting against their own cities that voted for blue. So it's never made sense.
Yeah.
But that's America, right?
I have a question for you.
Cheers to America, right?
Cheers.
Hey, because guess what? It's a free world, and everybody can have the right to do whatever they want. That's free speech.
When you get really high sometimes, do you ever just start hearing people talk outside and you wonder, are they really talking, or am I just really high right now?
No, I think they're talking. I think my neighbors are having a fucking party.
Oh, shoot. There's a party right out. See, I was just thinking maybe I'm really high. I'm hearing voices back there.
No, I mean, that's like something Kanye would say. Like, I'm like a genius. I'm just hearing voices.
Real talk.
What?
I'm gonna lay out a series of facts, and I'm gonna point out my conclusion. So I want to get your opinion here. So, fact or not fact that the schools make the kids pledge of allegiance every morning?
What schools? Because that's not
in America.
Fact. That's not fact.
That's not a fact.
No.
When we were growing up, we had to do that.
In our school, I remember, yes. I remember doing it.
Okay.
Correct.
At least in Kansas,
that is a fact.
Thing. Okay.
That is a fact. Well, at least in Lansing, in our school, I correct. You are 100%. I remember doing it.
In the 3 or 4 schools I went to.
In the morning, they would hit a bell, and they'd be like, and we'd stand up, and they'd say the Star Spangled Banner.
It's been a while. You're an old man.
I don't know. Do you even know the Star Spangled Banner?
It's the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Can you say it real quick?
Fact or not fact?
Fact or not fact? Can you say it?
The Pledge of Allegiance.
Say it right now. Say it right now.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for the Chiefs.
For all.
That's it.
No, it says for all. Oh. You only say for Chiefs. That's disrespectful. See, some people are going to be on your head,
all right,
bro.
So
that's not respect.
Think about
you
this.
Can't say that.
Think about this. Think about this.
Mad. People get mad.
In the lyrics, it says, one nation under God, right?
I don't believe in God. Don't show my mom this clip. I don't believe in God.
It says one nation under God.
I believe in a higher power. I do not believe in God.
Kanye says, God don't even know who created God.
I heard that shit.
So think about this. Kanye becomes
That's why
president.
I don't believe in God.
Kanye becomes president. You think he remixes the Pledge of Allegiance? Puts a fucking Kanye twist on it?
No.
That's real shit right there.
No, because
he said God don't even know who created God.
Yeah, but he also is
the
such
Pledge
a
of
God
Allegiance
following,
says we're under God. But if that's true, we'd technically be under the person who created God. So he would definitely remix the shit.
Okay, chill out. He would remix it, but he's also a God following guy, so he obviously puts himself under the first God.
Oh yeah,
I guess
you're right.
If we're going under
you're right.
him.
He's super religious. I forgot about that.
He is super religious.
He's not rewriting that shit, man.
Well, that's what I just said.
But if anybody
would slow down and listen to me for a second.
But if anybody would, he would. He's a fucking lyricist.
You're right. If anybody would, he would.
Yeah.
But if he'd listen to me for a second, he's super religious.
Man, ain't nobody gonna listen to you. You got 200 followers, bro.
But there's a reason why I don't do this.
Get
shit.
200,000 people start listening, bro.
Well, that's why this is my first podcast.
Yeah.
I told you.
We on the way up.
This is my first podcast.
Isn't it crazy how we live in a world where your opinion means less if you have less followers, but it means more no matter who you are, just because you have 2 million followers.
Correct.
You're now an influencer and people respect your opinion.
Yeah.
How crazy.
Well, think about, okay. Go with me on this one then. Because your name's Michael Jordan and you scored 10,000 points, that makes you such a big follower that everybody wants to follow you now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
it's just because both of us are big athletes and we love sports. Like, of course we think that he's a great person. I mean, if you go deeper than that, but you know what I mean? You can go on both sides of that statement.
So if I'm hearing what you're saying...
So what is it?
So if I heard you correctly, it's basically like, who defines what is someone worthy of listening to or not?
Exactly.
Basketball is a fucking man-made game.
Exactly.
Who said just putting this ball through that circle is a fucking significant thing?
And so is politics. Politics are man-made.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. How deep you want to go? Like I said, at the very core of every human. You just went
psychedelic deep on me.
But at the core of every human, everybody wants to be as happy. They want to take care of their family if they have a family. You know, they want to take care of the friends and people close to them, and they want to make sure that they can live.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to be stressed. They don't want to hurt. The majority of the people don't want to hurt anybody. They don't want to, like, cause pain.
Yeah.
People just want to be happy and live.
Yeah.
I mean...
Let me ask you this, man. You think a podcast of us hotboxing like this could outdo Mike Tyson's hotboxing podcast?
Oh, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Give it a couple years. Okay. I got faith in you.
What about this? You think
I got faith
hotboxing with Mike Tyson right now, if Mike Tyson was hypothetically sitting in the room,
I'd smoke
would you
more
be
weed.
Intimidated as fuck?
I'd get him higher than he can.
Have you seen that man throw a punch?
Yo, yeah. He ain't gonna punch me. I'm not dumb.
I'm quick.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just gonna get him so high. And we're gonna be best friends.
Yeah.
Fuck. And no, I'm not dumb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking suck his dick if he wants. He's not gonna punch me.
I saw you take a punch so hard, you got a black eye, and you also went through the window. Just imagine if that was Mike Tyson.
I did. That was in college. I did a lot of dumb shit in college.
You did a lot of dumb shit in college.
Yeah, I did a lot of dumb shit in college.
I never thought I'd hear those words out of your mouth.
Yo, I still got a scar on my fucking arm from that. There it is. It's over here.
Yo.
From going through that window.
Let's call out.
There it is.
Let's call out the person who started that, because maybe he'll get me more followers.
Fuck, I don't know who it was. It's probably
Chuck.
It was me.
You and Chuck
got
in a fight.
No, not that one. That's that one.
That one's fat, bro.
That one's from fucking Chuck and I going at it.
So if you don't know, there's an Asian...
I got mad because he was fucking on your head, and I don't deal with that.
So if you don't know, there's an Asian man on the show Riverdale.
An Asian man?
An Asian man.
What?
Asian man. Florida man gets eaten by a crocodile. Yeah.
Charles Mellon Chuck. He's my boy. He's my boy. I mean,
is he still your boy?
No, I mean, we don't talk that much. I mean, actually, we don't talk at all.
He's too busy making promos. Dude, have you ever seen that guy's story?
I've never had anything against him after that night. I mean, we were both drunk.
That was the night,
we were both drunk. And anybody that fucking talks shit to you, if I tell you to stop and you don't, I'm going to have a problem.
Yeah.
And he didn't stop.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'll squash. I mean, just like anything.
Yeah.
You squash beef. That's what guys do. Girls, they'll fucking hold on to that shit for months. Guys, I mean, I got no problem with him.
Yeah.
He's doing great. Good for him. But, like, at that moment, don't fucking talk about my best friend that I've known since I was fucking 4 years old. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a cool story or interesting story, because I'm just sitting there and we're freestyling. Yeah. Bobby's giving me shit like two best friends do. Then Chuck goes, "Oh, I'm gonna give PJ shit too," and he starts giving me shit. And then Bobby goes, "Yo, I'm the only one who can give him shit. Stop giving him shit. And then they got in a fist fight.
Well, the problem was, and I might call you out here, and I'm going to go, hey, maybe for your listeners, they might kind of like this if they've been with us this long.
If they're still here.
I'm going to remember to this day, I remember what he was going after you is that you were still a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my
Look at
boy.
that.
Hey, he was still a virgin.
I still use that fucking story.
Yeah, PJ was still a virgin
I tell everybody
in
about
college, and I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. And he was like, oh, what, you don't get no fucking bitch? Oh, you've never had sex?
Is that what he was saying?
Yeah, he was like on your head about not having sex.
In my world, I was just like, that's facts.
I was like,
that's facts.
I was like, shut up, bro.
I'm gonna take a drink to that.
And he fucking kept going. And I was like, dude, shut up. And he didn't. And then we got in a fight. Next thing I know, I fucking punched through the fucking window, got sliced up, went to the hospital.
Damn.
Yeah.
My virginity was so controversial, it started fist fights. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've got that good of friends, then, I mean, anything can start a fist fight.
Yeah. You know how many people I tell that to who are considering getting my coaching?
I'll be right. I gotta grab a couple. You need a beer? I'm gonna grab a beer real quick.
Grab a beer.
Grab a beer?
I'll finish this.
Yeah. Fill it in real quick.
Yeah. How many people I tell that to and they don't believe me? Because some guys got it so in their head that I'm too short. I'm not big enough. I'm not small enough.
It don't matter.
But when you realize I look like this, 8 years I was better looking because I've worked out a lot more.
Back then?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. You're always, I mean, you're like a fine wine, bro. Aren't we all?
Oh, I got better with age.
Aren't we all? Right?
I would have to argue against your case.
Aren't we all fine wine?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping Kate is like fine wine.
Well, that's the fucking dream, am I right? I mean, everybody wants to snag the fine wine girl. That's fucking
I will
great.
say, she recently went from 25 to 26, and there's something about her being 26 where I just like.
What's that mean?
I think she's sexier. She got better with age.
But like I said, what's time? So what's 25 to 26? That's mental, dude. Like what? How many sunrises does it really take?
I think for her it was mental. Like she gained like just a little bit extra confidence.
How about this? Have you ever thought maybe it was just you?
What do you mean?
Maybe it was you that made her better?
Or I just started thinking she was sexier and she's not?
No, maybe it was your relationship with her that over time now she's just a better person.
I mean,
she's happier because she's with you. Now she's a happier person, which makes her a better person. Isn't that right? Isn't that what relationships are? If you really have a good one?
Yeah.
Makes you a better person? Both of you?
Yeah.
No?
No, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're dope. Like, it don't matter who we're with. Like, we're still out here fucking balling. Like,
but it's like, would there be that much of a difference specifically in the month after she turns 26?
I think that's in your mind.
Okay.
Yo, that's 100% in your mind.
Okay.
100%.
What if she actually just got more sexual confidence?
Nah, numbers aren't real. Because, honestly, that is 100% either your mind or hers. 100%. That's ridiculous for you to think that.
Well, I'm just saying it's in her mind because I got a mind of fucking steel. Bro.
Oh, yeah. You are just like a hard line. You don't ever change, huh?
No, I only go up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I follow the life advice of Michael Jordan.
What's that?
It's the power of anticipation.
Oh, you've never had a decline? You've never heard a no, so you've never gone down? Interesting.
Well,
you're just, I guess,
if you're Grant
you must
Cardone,
be a robot.
If you're Grant Cardone, no means yes.
Oh, well, if
you
you also rape girls, no means yes.
Oh, no, I was talking about just in life, not raping chicks. But and also, let's be real. Let's be real. There's a difference between there's a difference between no, stop, and no, stop it.
Okay, Jesus. The girls that say no, stop it, aren't reporting the rapes.
Yeah, that's what Kobe thought. R.I.P.
Oh no, she never said it. She just lied.
Oh,
she just straight lied, and she wanted to get paid. What do you mean?
Yeah. Here's what I'm impressed by. All those girls that you banged at K-State because you were a student athlete.
Yeah.
And you had the charisma of a fucking student star athlete.
Oh, dude, I was just out there chilling.
Yeah.
Just wearing sweatpants and shit.
Ain't not one of them had any regrets. None of them speaking up today.
What do you mean?
Who's
do they
who's
have
getting mad
kids
at
or something?
Who's getting mad about the fact that they fucked Bob in college? Let's be real.
Why are they getting mad about it?
Because we're saying girls, like you just said. Oh, she just said yeah.
Oh, because I didn't rape them. That's why they're not getting mad.
Kobe didn't rape her?
Because it was all consensual.
Yeah, so Kobe didn't rape her, but she was crazy. Maybe you just didn't bring any crazy chicks.
Kobe was fucking also worth like what? $27,000 million?
Yeah, but in terms of college status, you had the ability to give it to him.
I gave it to him.
Yeah, you gave it to him, bro.
And
you fucking gave it to him.
And who gave it to him? I did.
But only once, because that's all she gets.
And not that long, bro. Because
I come first, bitch.
Yeah, because guess who wins always? Me.
Yeah.
Me. I always win, baby.
Yeah. Man. Sometimes I wonder if I took what I knew now and just like even what I know now about how to not be a virgin anymore and just like went back in time. Would I do it? Would I like my life better? And I would say no, because like I don't hypothetically, if I went back and had game that back then, I would have never had to develop any game, you know?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even, it would be like a impossible, it would be a paradox.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of, I mean, if we get deep, it's like everything leads you to where you are now, right? And so, yeah, it's great. Everybody has to go through struggles, but also I wanted to ask you, it's like, and you kind of just almost touched it on it about being the virgin. It was like, it's not about sex. I mean, and that's what I want to kind of ask you. It's like, and make sure like people focus like kind of what you talk about and what you preach and what you write about in your book. It's not about just fucking slaying pung and fucking smashing that pussy. It's about, talking to girls and, creating a way to make a conversation, make a connection, and draw attraction. And if you, at the end of the night, she ends up fucking putting your dick in her mouth, then great. But I mean, it doesn't. I mean, everybody would love that. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have to be that.
Yeah.
And everybody, every dude wants to get laid. I'm a dude. I always want to get laid.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to always be that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, you're right. Or am I wrong? Or does it?
I just think time has made you a simp.
Simp for dick, right?
What's up?
Simp, well, I mean, I don't know what that is. I'm old, right? Or how?
I was just simp? You don't know what it's. That's why the joke didn't hit. No, but the people at home who know what simp means.
What the fuck's a simp?
Simp is basically what I was when I was a virgin.
What is that? Tell me what a simp is.
It's the guy who never gets girls because he thinks girls are only drawn to nice guys who don't want to have sex because women, it's respectful to not fuck her when women are horny creatures. Yeah. And he will send her flowers to. I was a simp when I was 21, right?
Okay.
I was just giving you shit, bro.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I guess
I get what you're saying.
In my opinion, I feel like sex is very important. And if someone only, for example, who's that quarterback for K-State?
Important.
Who's that quarterback for K-State who almost won the Heisman, but his first time...
Oh, Freeman.
No. His first time kissing a girl or, having sex with her was after he got married. And he, Kleinman or whatever.
Yeah. Kleinman, I can't think of his first name.
Yeah. So,
Kleinman.
I just like...
Yeah, but he's a Bible thumper, bro. He thinks God did everything, though.
I do
he's one of them, though, so that's different.
But here's
and that's fine. But people are allowed to do that.
They're allowed to do it, but here's why I feel bad for them. Because they're going to have sex after they get married.
Correct.
And it's going to be weird, What if her vagina stinks? What if you're just super bad
But
at it?
here's the deal, though.
It's such a bad experience.
But here's their argument is that, like, true love, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be about the sex. It's like you actually fucking love this person. It's so bad she's got a fucking real stanky pussy. You're gonna put it in her butt, like, you know what I mean?
The way
like,
you just said that,
like, you're gonna, I mean, you know what I mean? You're gonna make changes. That's what we do, you know? Like, audible, put it in the butt. I mean, we'll make something happen. But if you actually love that person, then it doesn't matter. And so that's the argument to that. It's like, yeah, I get it. Don't get me wrong, dude. I fucking pound as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Like, open those legs. Yeah, great. I love it. But that doesn't make me actually like you more.
Yeah.
And, I mean, every
but
guy
if you have
knows,
a relationship with a girl, right or wrong, if it's great sex, that's another dynamic that makes the relationship stronger.
For sure. 100%. Yes, right? I agree. For sure.
So people who have to be super traditional like that, that's their choice. I'm just saying, don't fucking go, oh man, I hate my wife now because our sex life stinks and it's not what I dreamt it up to be. Yeah. And then 10 years later, you want to fucking get divorced.
But that's
you brought that shit on yourself.
That's his fault.
Right? That's all I'm saying.
100%.
From a dating coach perspective, that's how I see it.
Oh, fuck yeah. They brought it on themselves. Yeah. You knew you got yourself in. Why would you fucking date a Catholic girl? Yeah. Or a Christian girl? Yeah. Someone that believes in a fake fucking fairy in the sky. Like,
I wasn't going that.
You better ask her if she believes in Santa Claus too. Like, what?
Yeah.
Was Noah Ark real too? What? He got all those animals on the fucking
you
boat?
want to go there.
Like, Jesus Christ.
That's what they...
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I guess Jesus Christ. I can't say that. It's fairy tale.
Yeah, you're contradicting yourself over
just
here,
did.
Trump.
Jesus. Trump.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah. No, I feel like if you want to go conspiratorial, they say the one common theme between every religion, obviously there's a higher power.
Correct.
And then the other one, there was a great flood. And animals had to be herded onto the boat. Between every religion, that is one common story.
Everyone, huh?
Yeah. Straight up. Look it up. Name one. Name one.
So here's been, you want to hear my crazy shit? And I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I don't know. And I will pronounce it. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just like to fucking talk. And I like to drink and get fucking high with my friends.
Yeah.
You know?
What we've been doing for 51 minutes already.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, dude. Didn't even take the time.
I'm saying we've been doing that, and that's what we're doing.
But here's what I've always thought. The crazy thing is, like, I was raised Catholic, hardcore, right? And you know it.
Yeah.
My mom was raised Catholic.
Bob was at church every Sunday. With the Catholics.
I was baptized.
And
I went
in
to
our
Sunday
small
school.
town of Kansas, that church was a cult.
Yeah, it was definitely a cult. I had to go to Sunday school.
Shout out. What's the name of the church?
It's crazy.
What's the name of the church?
Shout out. St. Francis de Sales. Here we go, baby.
Hell yeah.
St. Francis.
That cult just got
everybody
by watching this podcast.
Everybody watching, you better donate to St. Francis de Sales. They do great they do God's work. I won't say his name, but I know that
they rape children there?
I know that the pastor there
has raped childs.
No, but he did have to take a sabbatical because he's an alcoholic and he got fucking he just got blacked out every day. And people found out, he was just drunk.
And he was out there communicating people every day.
No. He was just out there blessing people, drunk, like,
what do you think they're doing with all that wine in the back of the room? What do you think?
Pounding it?
Jesus drank wine, he can drink it too, right?
But I guess you can't, like, drink it until you're too drunk, I guess. I guess there's rules. I don't know.
Apparently they put mushrooms in the wine back then.
Oh, shit.
Did you know that?
Oh, fuck.
Because they would always, if you historically look back at what their wine was, it was a herbal concoction.
I have heard that, actually, now that you say that.
And very likely psychedelic.
And like I said, I got nothing against religion, but my problem is Where if you're
That's why
cool-
Jesus turned it into wine. He's like, come meet God. I'll help you meet God. He slips mushrooms in their fucking shit. They're like, I met Jesus and I met God.
My problem is where they give you rules to abide by, and they're just fucking absolutely insane. And so, as you know, like Corey Collins is gay, but he's
We've
a
known
Catholic.
that for 20, 30 years.
Yeah, but he wasn't allowed to come to church because he was gay. Because Catholics don't believe in gay.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be gay.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, I don't want to be raised in a church that literally believes in something that I do not believe in. I don't give a fuck if people are gay. Go be gay.
Yeah.
Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But if you're going to force that on somebody to make them to believe that, because I was a kid, I had no reason. I had nothing. So my parents raised me through that. And so my parents also got mad at me because I
Do your
haven't.
parents still feel against gay people? Are they that traditional still?
I don't know. You got to ask them.
Yeah.
Because they also got mad that I didn't fucking get Millie baptized in Catholic church when she got born. They got mad at me that she's still not baptized. Because I don't fucking believe in forcing a kid that doesn't know what the fuck's going on into something that she doesn't know.
So you're gonna let her make that decision on her own?
Exactly. I'm
Got
gonna let her grow up, and I will give her all the information. I'm not gonna talk badly about it. Like I said, I believe in people having religion and having faith in something higher, because I 100% have faith that there is a higher power. There's 100% a higher power, but there's not just one fucking holy God that just did everything. Because how many different religions are there? You tell me. There's over 100.
There's a lot of them.
The Catholics think if you don't believe in theirs, you're an atheist. So if you don't believe in Catholics, so that means there would be 198 other atheists, which means the Catholics are atheists to all those other religions.
Yeah. Religion is just like it's the great debate, right?
The
Who
great
created
debate.
us?
The eye in the sky.
Yeah.
Makes you be a better person.
It's a way to control people, honestly.
You nailed it.
What's the
You
first
nailed
book
it.
in the Bible?
You nailed it.
Yeah. First book in the Bible, Genesis. What's the moral of the story? Moral of the story, you don't listen to me, I'll banish you from the kingdom and you'll have a terrible life.
You nailed it. It's the eye in the sky. It's to
Listen to
control
what I
people.
tell you to do.
That's
You can do all this, but you
That's what
cannot touch
government
that
does.
tree.
That's what government does.
Yeah.
But we need government, so it's like it's a fucking double-edged sword. Ah,
Jinx, pick poke, you owe me a beer, bro.
Let's get it. Let's go. Welcome home, baby. It's just a double-edged sword. Am I right? God damn it. So, I mean, what do we do? How do we fix it? Where do we go?
We smoke a lot of weed.
And you take care of your own.
Take care of your own. Get a gun, legalize marijuana.
Get a gun. Do you have a gun?
I don't, but I need one.
I need one. I don't have one.
I used to have one.
Have you ever had one? Yeah.
I used to have a couple of shotguns,
Really?
a rifle. Yeah.
From your dad?
Yeah. I still have them, but they're not with me. They're
Where
not.
are they?
They're. I think they're at my sister's house. Half sister.
Where's that?
Who the fuck knows? I don't talk to them anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. So you don't have any guns then?
I got no guns. I gotta go get a gun.
Yeah, I wouldn't even talk about those then if you don't even know where they're at. Hey, what the fuck? Do you even know their numbers?
Yeah.
Well, then call them like, yo, where my fucking guns at, bitch?
Yeah, but it's kind of like calling an ex-girlfriend. Do you really just want to not make that? Do you really need your hoodie back that bad? You know?
Nah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's always weird. I remember.
How many girls have hoodies of yours?
A lot. You know one that I really want back?
What?
Lacey's got one of mine.
You want her or your hoodie from her?
Hoodie.
Did I just
hoodie.
catch you in a pickle, bro?
I said the hoodie. The hoodie.
Oh, so Lacey. You want Lacey back.
I want no, she's got my K-State.
She's got your number, too.
It is. It's got my number on the back of the jersey. Or not,
What would
it's not
happen
a
if
jersey,
you called her
it's a
right now?
sweatshirt.
What would happen if you
I
called
don't
her
know
right
if
now?
I have her number.
Is it worth doing on the pod?
Actually, I don't even know if I have her number, to be honest. Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think I do anymore.
What about Kayla? Whatever happened to Kayla?
Oh God, that kid.
God.
Yeah, actually, she has a kid.
4-H club.
She's got a kid. Oh yeah, she sells the pigs.
Yeah, she's got a lot of pigs.
Yeah, dude. She was good at sucking that sausage too.
She was I would say she's like my girl in the sense like.
Your girl? Well, did you bang her a couple times? She probably let you. That's how freaky she was.
Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
You were wrong for doing that. You were wrong for slipping it in. You were wrong.
Friends that were at least 3 or 4 points on the scale of 1 to 10 below her. All of her friends were significantly worse looking than her.
Yeah, which makes her look better than she really was.
You think so? You don't think objectively she was a hot girl?
Everybody plays that game. Why do you think I hang out with you?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like being underestimated. So put me in a group of frat dudes.
Yeah, put me in a box, dude.
So where the girls don't even see me coming when I come up and talk to them.
Oh yeah, that's called rape, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Girls they're expecting all these frat dudes to have game. All these guys looking like they just got off the golf course.
But here's I got a question for you. So here's the thing: what do you do when you stop spitting game? Is there every time you just like talk? Like how do you just have a regular conversation if all you know is just spitting game
with women?
Yeah. How do you make a transition? Yeah,
that's a good question.
Because you know me, I don't spit game.
I was talking to a previous podcast guest kind of about this.
Okay.
Because I said to him, Matt Maddox, you can go back and listen to that podcast. Matt Maddox, father of Caleb Maddox, controversial YouTube entrepreneur. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I kind of get awkward around like chicks who I would be attracted to if I was single. Mm-hmm. If I'm trying to have platonic conversation, because for me at this point, I went through 22 years of no game. And then I went from 22, 23, knowing game, improving game, only thinking about game 24/7, to where now I'm in a relationship and I consider game a social skill. It's just the game of charm. Yeah. You know, you're just a charming
different now person, for you.
Right?
Yeah.
So now if I'm working on my game, it's me working on quick-wittedness in conversation with anybody, right? And if I can kind of just work that muscle, the game will be there. And I've experienced that because the few times so going back on point, if I'm in a conversation with a girl and my girlfriend's not around, even if my girlfriend's around, I just get really awkward. Because I just like look down and I try to not give her any signals, because I know extended eye contact, that's a big way to give signals and receive signals, you know? So I'm like, no long eye contact.
Or you could just be a normal fucking human being and have a conversation.
That's what I'm saying. I get awkward because now it's like I'm playing the game. I'm learning how to not have an on-off switch and have more of a dial, you know? Just turn it down a little bit.
Just be a normal human being.
Yeah. So basically, it's either on or it's off at this point.
And I might be, different because I got lucky because, I got some characteristics that some girls find attractive. But like, as you know, I've never been one that's had game. And you can definitely say I've never like...
You have game, but you have game in a way that it's just what you do naturally.
I don't say anything. I just don't do anything.
We could argue about what game is all day, but...
I don't do anything.
Right?
Like, I don't approach women. I don't want to. Like, it's not my focus when I go out to a bar. And so, like, it's just weird to me. Like, it makes me uncomfortable. Like, that's like the focus of... any guys.
I'm going to title this podcast, "This Man Has Better Game Than Anyone I Know."
I mean, it just makes it,
and then they can watch it.
It just makes it weird when like, and I've been there. Don't get me wrong. Like when we're in college, even when we're out of college, like when we're pre-gaming at the house before we go out to Power and Light, or before we go out to Aggieville when we were in college, it's like, oh, who the fuck are we gonna hook up to with tonight? You know what I mean? Like,
I wasn't thinking that way in college. I didn't have the ability to think that way. I didn't know how to think that way.
But you wanted to.
I wanted to, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
But you know what I mean? Yeah. Every guy's like, yo, we're going to go out and get drunk. we're gonna fucking hook up with some girls. We're gonna have some fun. You know, that's everybody's guy. That's every guy's thought.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, so 100% that's mine. But it was always like just so uncomfortable, and like I was just like always so laid back. Like it was uncomfortable to be like to hit on a girl, because maybe I was just fucking, I didn't care. But it was also, I was just like, I didn't want to fucking be that weirdo that was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I just got creeper vibes from you just now. The whole fucking the eyebrow raise.
And so, I mean, you know, and I mean, I say that at like a real, like fucking, like a very small level, but like.
Well, so I think.
But it goes to like saying, like.
I think this comes down to your definition of game. Because I would consider that not good game.
Confidence exudes. You don't have to say anything.
Exactly. So now...
It's how you carry yourself.
You've come through your life to a point where you've learned how to exude confidence just naturally as who you are, as a personality trait. Some people who don't have that confidence need to learn how to be confident.
But the problem is they have to be confident in themselves. The game... I mean, it's like
the game. There's obviously
it's like a cheap fucking car salesman, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody can fucking teach you a script, and you can flip a car. You can fucking flip 7 cars in a month, get paid, bang. Now you're fucking smashing. Oh, that's 7 bitches in a month, bang.
Yeah.
But are you making a connection? Are you actually like talking to a girl? I mean. Yeah, bro, I can say some fucking... I can go out to the bar tomorrow. I can go out to the bar tonight right now, bro. We can both go out to the bar right now and probably pull fucking 3 to 4 girls easy.
Yeah.
Just because the
After
way we look...
over here.
Because the way we look and the way we could talk to anybody is if we wanted to. If we wanted to. And so, the problem is it's like...
Well, this is also...
As long as you're making actually a connection, it's like, all right, make it real and make it worth something. Make it worth something.
Yeah. So here's I want to play the devil's advocate a little bit.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all I'm doing. Let's get it.
What I hear is obviously coming from the frame of a guy who's never had to actively work on your ability to get women.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So coming from a guy who had to work on that, and where I realized what holes needed to be filled up in my personality to get to that point.
But hold on, hold on.
Let me
what
just
was
finish.
Wrong with your personality?
Exactly.
Are you sure it was your personality, or are you trying to say it was your looks?
Wrong word of choice.
Okay.
Okay. There's levels to this, right?
Yeah,
so, like you said, going to the sales level, the salesman, right? You can learn what to say, and if you have no confidence and you don't know what to say, and your belief of what to say is what Hollywood has taught you. I got to be romantic. Women don't want sex. Women want the nice guy. If that's your narrative, so you literally don't know what to say, and what you think is right to say is actually the wrong thing to say, and you have no confidence at the same time, that person learns what to say, he gets a little bit of a better result, okay?
Yeah.
But here's Bobby. Bobby knows what to say because he's never given a fuck, and he also doesn't give a fuck and has confidence, right? So he's up here, this person's right here. They learn what to say, they get a better result, so they continue on, but you will never get to this level unless you also start working on your confidence too, because at a certain point what you say also needs to be congruent to who you are, you know? So then you learn and you evolve, right? So what I heard from you is like, there needs to be a connection, there needs to be that. This person never had a problem connecting with people, right? And I'm talking about my experience, but also every motherfucker who comes to me struggles with the same thing, because it's a pattern of behavior that it happens in men, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
And so
100%.
And so what this person believes is, or where this person is, a lot of these people and me, I could hold a conversation, I could talk to people, I could connect with a person all day. But it's what do you say that gets her attracted to you, right? This person would think, I'm gonna show you everything that I'm the perfect person for you. This person thinks, fuck it, I'm just gonna have a good time. I don't give a fuck. You're just a girl. Who are you? Don't impede on my good time.
Yeah.
And now you're naturally a challenge, you know? So this is something you've never had to think about. This is something this person has to learn how to undo the bad habits and instill those better habits, you know?
My thing is how do you make a real connection? Is it words or is it action. Everybody can be a smooth talker.
It's an energetic thing.
100%. Yeah. And so, I mean, it's very difficult to say that one way is right and one way is wrong. You know, one guy that approaches girls at the club very aggressively, or one guy that doesn't approach women at all. But it's also, and I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to say something. I feel like the only problem that it actually comes down to is us men. Because we are always men that want something that's fucking a 10. You know? We want the prettiest girl. We don't want the girl that, you know, that's not as cute as, you know, this chick that's got bigger boobs, you know, she's skinnier, she's taller, you know, way cute, you know, super rich, you know. And so I feel like that's the issue, is where guys will get this in their mind where like, oh, I deserve to be with fucking dime. Or maybe some of these guys aren't dimes. But it's difficult as men to realize, like, you know, I'm not that good. Like, I'm not going to accept that I can't get, you know, Pamela Anderson. You know, I want the top. I want that number one. And so that's where it becomes a fucking hard switch, because then you're trying to be like, oh no, go ahead and work your ass off and try to be cute and get this girl. Well, dude, maybe you just need to get yourself a 5. And I mean, it sucks. I'm just trying to be honest.
You're like the black dude from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
I'm just
like, we're just going to go to the hood. You're going to bang about 50, 60 hood rats, bro. That's basically what you said. You just got to bang a bunch of hood rats.
I mean, no, but I'm being honest. I mean, PJ.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. You're not ugly. I mean, you got kind of a weird nose, but so do I. I got a big nose too. Yeah. But you're not like Brad Pitt beautiful. You know what I mean? There's levels to this shit. You know plenty of dudes that are way uglier than you. Let's be honest.
I also know plenty of dudes who learned game and got hella bitches.
100%. You can get bitches. But there's still levels.
Which tells me that looks is not correlated to a game ability to get a girl.
It's not. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. Oh, maybe. So okay. What are you trying to say?
What I'm saying is there's still levels. Mm. So obviously the dudes that weren't as beautiful as us, even though they had game, they still they're not getting to the pinnacle, but they're getting good looking women.
You'd be surprised.
All right. Are they still with them?
So
are they still with them?
I don't fucking know. Have you seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall? That dude got bitches.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Here's the thing. Okay, so what's true happiness? Is it okay? Great. You fucking.
Have you seen Jessica Alba's husband?
Man.
How the fuck did he start dating her? He's got 2 kids with her. And she's Jessica Alba, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You're making TikToks.
You need a line. You need an entry line, but then it's your personality. You can't fake your way into fucking being with women.
It's your personality.
It's your personality.
I think I'm high I forgot about what we were talking about.
No, but what we're talking about and what I like about what you do and what I tell everybody that fucking always criticizes you.
Fuck them.
Is like, no, but what I love about what you do is what you do, and everybody looks past it, is you teach people confidence.
And I make way more money than them, too.
It ain't about the money, bro. You teach confidence. Yeah. That's what you're doing.
100%.
You are a confidence coach. Yeah, you're labeled as a fucking trying to get girls. You're trying to get girls, and 100%. It's labeled as trying to pick up girls as fast as you can. But what you're honestly doing deep down psychology level, you are teaching these men confidence. Yeah. You are teaching them a way to stand up and have a fucking confidence when they enter a room to be able to at least approach a woman. You know what I mean? And when you called me the other day and you told me, you're like, man, I'm not really feeling it. I don't know what I'm doing. And I even told you that. I was like, dude, what you're doing is you're giving people confidence. And that's dope. Like, you're giving people a reason. Like, you're giving them hope. You're giving them fucking inspiration. You're like a coach. And that's what you call yourself. Like, you're giving people inspiration and advice and guidance. You're kind of like a dad. I know you're not a dad, but I'm a dad. And so it kind of hits me hard. But, like, yeah, you're literally helping these people that haven't had it before.
Did you see the documentary?
Oh, I seen the documentary, man. I seen the documentary, Peach. I wanted to come, but you charged me too much. you charged... I couldn't pay for it. I could not.
Oh, God.
I could not.
Yeah.
I told you I got a kid, bro. I could not pay for that. I can't afford that shit. Obviously, I'm doing okay. I got a kid. I'm all right, Peach. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I couldn't come. I wish I could have. Next time you put one on, I'd love to be there. Honestly, I would. Yeah. I'd love to be there. I'd love to see you in action.
I would love to know when the next one is.
Fuck, I don't know. When are you allowed to have one in person? Are you?
I have no idea. I'm just playing it by ear. I've already postponed 3 times this year.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, everybody's going to have 6 feet distance.
Yeah.
A mask.
Well, we could make it work.
I don't know. I guess it depends. Well, Joe Biden's president.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Joe Biden's president. So, do you think we get locked down again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. And I feel like I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to be 100% honest. Damn. Because if we lock down again, gyms are going to 100% lock down again, and I will not have a job.
At this point,
I will not have a job.
I think there would be more riots if he locked down again, and people would be pushing for impeachment.
No. What they're going to do is they're going to lock down again, but they're going to send out another stimulus check. So people are going to be satisfied. And this is how you
Who's paying for that? Oh, yeah, our taxes are going up.
No, this is how it happens. Well, yeah, if you're rich, like you are, your taxes will go up. But the problem is, this is how you start socialism. This is how you start a non-competitive life. Is where it's okay. Yeah, there's a problem, but the government will take care of you. We'll just send you enough money to get by. And so then everybody gets complacent. And so now there's no competitiveness because now the government's taking care of everything you're doing. They'll pay for your housing. They'll pay for your food just to get by. Nothing special. And now there's no small businesses. Now there's no individualness. Now everything has to be ran off of the government because in order to do so, you have to follow by their rules. And now if you don't get the money. I mean, it's just slowly how it goes. I mean,
I think there will be a civil war before that happens.
Oh, and
before it slides that far down.
And I don't think it's far away.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's far away.
Within 5 years.
And it's not red or blue, like I'm trying to tell people. And that's what I try to tell people. I am not, and I've told you, I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in all these fucking fairy tales that everybody's been taught to us when we were 5 years old. And that's my biggest problem is the school districts. Everybody's been taught to learn the same fucking thing since they were 4, since they were 5. Going up through the fucking grade system. You're taught the same thing. It's never changed.
We all did the Pledge of Allegiance.
You know what I'm saying? But it's never changed. You know what I'm saying? In social studies, we're learning about the same shit. It's not true. It's all a white lie. Everybody, it's all a lie. And it's for a reason. And I get it. It's for a reason. We need some type of structure, 100%, or it would be fucking 100% chaos. So we do need a structure. But it's all been a lie. It doesn't matter if it's red or blue. Why do you think we're at where we're at? Because we've had red presidents. We've had blue presidents. Why do you think we're still at where we're at now in 2020? It's because we've had red and blue presidents. It's still the same the power. Man, we could talk about conspiracies. It's fucking scary. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, it's what I try to tell people is like, just fucking take care of yourself. You know, take care of the people you love about. Make sure you're doing okay. You know, reach out to your family and your friends. If you gotta just try to take care of yourself and set yourself up for success. Make sure you got some money somewhere safe. You know, I mean, it's scary times.
Yeah. Speaking of getting money safe, DB Cooper, you ever look into that?
What?
The guy who hijacked a plane.
Is that that? I was gonna say, is that fucking plane guy?
Yeah, he jumped out and like parachuted out of the plane, commercial flight.
Died in the mountains or some shit.
Well, there's conspiracy that they might have found.
I heard he died in the mountains.
Well, that's what they want you to think.
Tell me what happened, PJ.
There's a guy who I want to hit up and get him on the podcast because he's also a host of a show, much like Scott Wolter, and it's like the same level of show, so I might be able to get him. But he had an episode about DB Cooper, and they literally might have found the guy who's passed away, but accomplices.
Really?
They found the house that was custom built, and they went into the house, which is now like a printing store, and they looked in the attic, and there was a compartment that was about sized to hide some money in there.
Dude,
yeah.
Like I told you, man, I love me a good conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm always one to listen to one, but I'm also not a fucking idiot. You know, I could poke holes.
You think he died?
I could poke holes in anything. No, I mean, I don't know enough.
Oh, yeah.
And like, that's what I'm trying to say is like, I'm an idiot in most things, but I'm also somebody that wants to know. So if somebody that knows, that's why I said, tell me. If you know more information, tell me. You know, and that's the problem in today's society. It's like everybody wants to shut somebody down. Well, why can't you just listen for a second? And then you can make a decision. Okay, maybe that person doesn't know what they're talking about. Okay, well, I don't have to listen to them.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can just not listen to them and then talk to somebody else. You know, it doesn't matter if you're on the right side or the wrong side. You know, I have plenty of friends that believe in things that I don't believe in.
You don't have friends.
I don't have many. You're right. I don't have many, but I've got some. And, you know, we're not all on the same side of every view, but it's like, at least have a conversation. You know, as soon as you just start shutting people off, that's when people become dumb. You know, when you start getting all your news from fucking one source, whether it's CNN, whether it's Fox, whether it's fucking AQ or QAnon or whatever all those fucking weird sources are, as soon as you just dial into one, that's when you become so fucking senile, and it's like you can't see the other side. Yeah. And that's, if you can't see the other side and come to a conclusion or a talk, it doesn't matter whether you believe him or not, at least you can like, okay, I see where he's coming from. And now that's where you have a fucking relationship. People won't kill each other.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
We could go for hours on politics, but I feel like we should bring this to a wrap up.
Wrap it up. Let's do it, dude. Let's wrap it up.
So, if you guys want to see more smoke sessions with my childhood best friend,
yeah, Peach and Bob.
This guy's got the best game I know.
Nah, dude, it's no game.
And he doesn't even know it.
It's no game. Yeah, politics, fucking game, life. PJ and I talk it all. That's what we do.
And what blows my mind, and maybe this is how I'll wrap it up, is knowing you for your whole life and knowing how I got into personal development and where I started seeing how things aren't the way I've always been taught, and you can improve and you can do things and you can set goals and it brings you down to a whole different mindset. And I'm like, that is something that I could never see Bobby getting into, because why? He's got all the confidence in the world, just living his own world, you know? But then you take mushrooms and you start having these realizations of like, treat people with respect, be fucking loving, take care of yourself, think outside the box. I'm like, whoa, there is something to this. And that's probably why it's becoming legalized, because people are realizing it's fucking medicine from the earth. You know?
It's the little stuff. And like you said, we'll wrap it up. But like I said, I mean, I had great parents, and I still have great parents, and I'm one of the lucky people that have both the parents. But I was always raised with the one rule, and then like it's a golden rule. It's treat everybody like you want to be treated. And like I said very early in the podcast, it was like, Man, life is so simple. Honestly, if you look at somebody, yeah, it's so easy to fucking judge them, if they have a different, viewpoint on the world. But if you actually take a second and take a breath, everybody's the same. Treat them with respect. Treat them the way you want somebody to treat you, and we'll all be good.
Dude, it's I feel like that's literally how the law of attraction really works. Is you treat someone with respect, they give it right back.
Bang. There it is.
One example, and literally I had this as a result of shrooms. Like I took shrooms for like basically the first time a few weeks ago. And I was thinking about this guy who is...
Let's fucking take him tonight. Let's do it.
Okay. I was thinking about this guy who's a trainer at this basketball gym I go to. So this is a gym where it's revolved around playing pickup basketball. And the trainers there that work there, they don't train you on personal training for weightlifting. They train you for drills in basketball and building up your skills or whatnot.
Yeah.
And so apparently they can give a free session to every member. So this gym just opened back up, and this guy's a new trainer. And he's like, hey, man. And I played him. I didn't know he was a trainer. And that's why he hit me up, is because I messaged him on Instagram. I was like, yo, I didn't know you were a trainer there, Because I was playing against him, and I was like, yeah, he's good, but he ain't got nothing on me. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, get my ass back in shape, and he's got no chance. And that's what I thought. And literally hit me up. He's like, yeah, man, you want to come in for a free session? I was like, man, fuck this guy, thinking he needs to train me. And then I took shrooms, and I realized he's just like me. He's on his fucking grind, just trying to do his thing.
Yep.
And so next time I saw him, I treated him with respect. I talked to him about his fucking training and whatnot.
Treat everyone with respect.
He hits me up today. I'm on the way over here. He texts me. He goes, yo, would you be interested in playing on my team in a men's league in 2 weeks? I'm like, fuck it, I'm in, bro.
Yep.
You give respect, you get respect, period.
Hey.
Unless you're playing against me on the basketball court, you don't give me respect. I get pissed and I hit that fucking shot in your eye, bro.
No, I give you an elbow on the way back, right? And I just let you know I'm here. Peach, man, I love you, bro. That's why we've been best friends forever. And I'll always be your best friend. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Thank you for coming on. Peace out, guys.
Let's get it.
Peace.